Hello everybody, and welcome back to City Skylines. Today we are sitting right on top of the Hamilton Hospital, and outside, as you can clearly see, there is a ton of ambulances leaving to go save our townspeople. Yes, this hospital is one of the greatest investments that we possibly have ever made. I always like to think that the town of Hamilton is very reminiscent of all great towns in their very young age. I mean, from all of its small little office buildings, you know, top banking, Happy Face Travel Agency. I mean, Happy Faces are the best. Top banking, Happy Face Travel Agency again, because apparently they have a monopoly over travel in this town. They have another building right across the street, and another building. Actually, this city is controlled by quite a few monopolies, not going to lie. But like all great cities, the city of Hamilton is growing into a massive city full of just rich people, of wealth, of commerce. It's booming right now. We have a huge amount of people moving in, our population changes through the roof, and our highway infrastructure has yet to be beat by any other city. Look at how efficient this traffic is. It comes into the city, and it goes through all of our interchanges without having any sort of issues at all. I mean, look, the people can go down through here. They can get onto Hamilton's beautiful, absolutely the best 4-lane roads. Look at these intersections. And they can continue down through one of our most beautiful roundabouts in the entire city that allows you to get to anywhere that you need to go. I mean, look at this. Look at all of these people going to wherever the heck it is they're going and getting there with nice, simple ease. And then look at all these people getting into this roundabout and going to their industrial areas, going to work every day, like the normal business people of our great city. And Hamilton also has, you know, a great industrial output of just pouring whatever the heck it needs into the river without any consequences. I'm sure that no one else lives off of that lake, and that all of this great sewage that we're pumping down there is having no effect on anyone else. I mean, it's just us. That's it. And so we're also left with the shell, the remnants of a once great industrial district that has, for some reason, disappeared. Yes, I bulldozed this, and someone asked me in the comments last time, Seth Smetana, I probably murdered your name there, but, you know, I do that to everybody. Why don't you destroy the industrial area in the city and put it somewhere else? Well, that was the original thought behind this industrial district right here. However, after reviewing how City Skylines works and identifying, you know, how industrial and commerce work together, having an industrial district that's outside of the city isn't going to do well for our city's transport infrastructure, because how it works is essentially an industrial building has to be hooked up to a commercial building. And so if, let's say, there was a factory right here. It outputs goods and it has to send them to either a commercial building, or it has to basically export them to outside of the city. They'll only export outside when I believe there's more factories than there are commercial properties. So imagine that we had a factory right here. It would leave, it would go down this road, it would go down this roundabout, get on the freeway here, it would make a right turn, and it would merge into this interstate. It would go down through here, all right? And then it would go down through this roundabout. It would go down this road, through this roundabout, through this direction. Then it would go over to the Maple District. It would go past this if we had gotten rid of this. All right, then it would go all the way up here. And then it would turn right, and there you go. It would finally arrive at its destination, Organic Foods. I mean, just as an example. And so then once it arrives there, well, then it has to go back. So then it goes all the way back, and it takes all of that route back to the industrial facility of which it came from. And as you might have noticed, when that happens a lot, it creates a ton of traffic, and I didn't take that into consideration when I first built this. And so that's why I eventually just bulldozed it and left the industrial district in the heart of the downtown. Now what we can actually do is we can, I believe, completely destroy the industrial district and just have exports, essentially. If we build like a train station or something, or sorry, imports, we can just have imports essentially just flood into the city. And I've always, you know, considered doing that, and we probably will do that at some point once I, you know, finally get around to building trains. Yeah, there's a train line over here. I have a nice tuck it up over here. But, yeah, no. So, well, that and our train line is apparently flooded over there, so, holy crap, have we flooded a lot of stuff. Apparently, this dam is, causing a lot of natural disasters. It's completely flooded that train line over there. It's caused a humongous flood to this highway. I hope people are still getting through that. If not, that could be a bit of a problem, but yeah, we can still at least get into the city using this highway, so as long as we're good in that respect, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right, now we need to get into actually improving our city and building some sort of infrastructure that is good for our future. So last episode, I believe we built this entire area here, and it was very good for our city. And so essentially, we sort of just need to keep adding on to this, or we need to come over here and build out this little area. I'm not exactly sure how we would do that, especially considering that this on-ramp is a little bit manufactured and in just one direction, so we'd have to figure out how to actually design something that can be useful for that. So I think, let's see, we could have another exit here, all right, and then we could just hook these up to these respectively, I think. But then how would we do that the other way around? Yeah, that could cause a ton of problems. I think we might have to rethink our design a little bit. So let's actually get into doing that right now. I think that is going to be fun, you know, for us to do, just to build a brand new place. See, all these people like that their highway exit was removed. I'm sure that they don't actually like that, because now it means that their workers have to go through this humongous amount of traffic here. But you know, I think they'll like it in the end. So, or they'll hate it in the end. But okay, so this is 4 lanes. So we get out our 4-lane road right here, and ooh, we sort of have to keep this going in the same way. So I'm actually going to build an intersection here between all of these roads. I'm going to keep this going out, just so we can keep the continuity of keeping things going past like that. And then, I don't know how far actually down to bring this, so let's actually measure it out. Here we go. Love measuring things out in this game. We can see that this is that one place there, and then this would be the one next to. Actually, would it? I don't think it would. Yeah, this goes out one farther than I think it does because of that power line that's there. So that this would come out this far. And then this one, oh crap, I'm not building these farther out than the road. Darn. And then this would come out here. So how many did I go out here? I think I don't know, I went out a few. I think this is far enough. I think we can hook this up at some point. And so we'll just run this down like so. Okay. And we will actually not build these out this direction. I don't think I was in a habit of doing that over there either. So where is my 4-lane roads? My 4-lane roads are here. All right, and then we can sort of just build these out to, you know, get near to the, or to just give us much more area to build our buildings in. I think we're gonna have to end up bulldozing this, yeah, bulldoze that, power line there. We might need to rebuild that, like, over the interstate or something. All right, and I think for the most part, this little district is just going to be small for now. We can expand it and make it much larger in the future, or if we want to add some variety, we could always build it at some sort of an angle. There we go. All right, and then that's that. So now what we can do is we need to destroy this stuff, this intersection stuff here, and also sort of like a small part of this. And now we have room to build ourselves a massive highway ramp. Okay. How are we going to do this? I've been thinking about this. So, I think the first thing we need to do is we actually need to build this road back out, because I think we kind of destroyed it a little bit. Alright. And then we want to make sure that these are sort of equal distance away, but that's going to be a bit more difficult than I think that I can do at this point right now. Alright, but I think we actually can do this, so I'm just going to kind of bulldoze it out and rebuild it until it looks about right. I think there's good. That looks about even with itself, so as long as we just build this on-ramp stuff decently, I think we should be fine. So let's build that one there, and then we'll build this one and reverse it. Move it past because it builds in, and then this one like this, and this one like this. All right. And that looks like a pretty good system for the moment. I mean, for the fact that you can only get off and on the interstate for one direction. But let's make sure that we have our directions right. This needs to be this way. And then this is going to be that way, and then it's going to be that way. Okay. So now we have to cross all of these over somehow. And how are we going to do that? That's a very good question. All right, so let's say that we are turning right here. We're going to need to get over to here somehow. So we need to merge this onto over there. Okay, and then this onto over there. And vice versa. This is going to be more difficult than I think I originally expected it to be. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? We can just run this one around again, but that's going to cause people, yeah, to not correctly use this system. Well, it sort of does need to be a intersection as well as what it is. Actually, what we could do is we can make this simpler. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Let's see if we can actually modify the system as it is right now. And we could legitimately just build a ramp over and connect these. And if we could do that, yes, yeah, I didn't build it out far enough, but darn, I have to destroy all this beautiful stuff I just built. Look what we can do. And if we ramp it over, actually, then that will work much better than anything else we could do. So, let's build a beautiful looking ramp. And that looks about good. Look at that. Yeah, that's not too bad. I've made worse ramps in my life. Alright, now we basically just do the same thing that we did before. And we'll have made a successful on and off ramp system. It requires a little bit more turning than I think anyone would have appreciated, but I don't think this is going to be too high flow of an intersection. If it gets too high flow for the system, then we're going to have to make some serious modifications probably at a roundabout, but this is going this way. And then that goes that way. Yeah, I think that should work. I think that should work. I think we'll actually just let the game run for a moment, and we'll see how the AI deal with it being like this right now. Because I think that they'll be just fine. Alright, yeah, and then people can turn left here. Yeah, I've made faster intersections, but I think this works for now. It's sort of a bit of a lower flow. Yeah, it works. It's not desirable, but, I mean, what else could we do? I mean, we could build a ramp like right here and then allow people to not have to only use this one. Sometimes a lot of the problems that you can get from traffic in this game come from the fact that you just don't have enough ramps. You have just too little ramps to support a large infrastructure that you're building, so it can be a pretty big problem. Alright, so I guess now that we have that, we can hook this area up to water and begin building out. And apparently I have not been building this at a perfect angle either, because that looks terrible. Oh, I realized why that went out that far is because it was connecting to that water grid. Alright. So let's build this straight out at that angle, and then we can continue the water system. Look at us, $44,000. We're actually starting to get money back in the banks again. I think when we built that dam, we were really hemorrhaging money because that was really expensive, and I think I was just losing money because I had a bunch of stuff like not properly set up and some of my industries weren't running at maximum efficiency. Ooh, are we having power issues right now? No, because I don't know what that went to, but whatever it did go to, that's long gone. Alright, how's the flooding situation? Well, we've created a natural lake. Well, that's brilliant. And the dam is still making 112 megawatts, so that's good. Yeah, I really wish we could have dammed off this area right here, but we can't. Alas, we'll be fine. Yeah, man, it's still going over. The water level's still rising. Alright. And yeah, okay. So now we just put in the industry that we want. We can probably actually hook these up, too, to make these people not have to use the interstate. So let's do that now. Get a 4-lane road, and yeah, if you're wondering where the 4-lane roads come from, it's from a mod, so yeah, not currently in the game, so sorry about that. And I think we should upgrade these to 4-lane roads as well. There we go. And now I think that this system is going to run better. So now that we have that, we can zone it. People are demanding more office zones, which is not unexpected. We'll put a little bit more commercial here. Because that's sort of more direct access than some of the other areas that we could do. This is starting to get a little bit slow as people are trying to make their way over to the offices every day. So as long as we build more offices here, we'll do fine. Okay, and let's check our services. Health, our one hospital is like way over here, and some people are apparently dying, and I don't know why. Their water is fine. Oh, it's because they live so close to the industrial, isn't it? Yeah, it's because of this. It's landfill. We really need to empty that landfill. How are we doing in garbage? Oh, we're pretty much out of incinerator capacity right now. How much does an incinerator cost? 30,000. Wow, that's quite expensive. Okay, and let's just build that there. And let's make sure that we're uprooting this one. I think we are. Yeah, we're emptying that one. That one is 100% full. We'll turn it back on and empty it. So now we're emptying both of our landfills right now, which is beautiful. Apparently we're having a serious water crisis. I just realized that by all of the people that have apparently moved out. Where are we putting our water system right now? I think, yeah, it's here. So now that we actually have a stabilized dam system, we can create a water pumping system that's a lot less hazardous. So we'll actually build it on this side because this stream is apparently faster. So right here. Okay. And out and connect. And is it hooked up to power? Yes, it is. We built it just close enough. Alright, and then that should provide us with the extra water that we need. Yep. And sewage dumping, we're doing fine on capacity for that. There we go, these people have water again. Move back in! Move back in now. Unless you're not even hooked up. You're not really hooked up to water over there. There. Be connected. Be connected to the water grid. Yep, they'll move back in as they realize. Actually, this would be a good time to upgrade their density, but I don't know how well that would work, considering that this intersection is already getting a bit clogged up with traffic again. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. Come on. I'm trying to figure out what is exactly being so slow on this system, and I guess the ramp to get on is pretty slow. A lot of people are just trying to go over. I think we could actually promote the efficiency of that. Let me see what I can do. Okay, because if we destroy this, I might have to destroy this bus depot. This is a bus depot, right? Let me make sure. That is a bus depot, indeed. It costs 30 grand. Wow, a lot of stuff is really expensive in this game. Alright, let's get rid of that for a second. And if we go back out to the road system, you guys will see what I'm doing in a second. If we get rid of this and get rid of this-ish. Let's try to hook that back up. Then we can actually build a connecting overstructure, like so. Okay, and we'll just make this as small as we can make it. And then we will kind of go over here, okay, over here, then over here, and back down again as fast as we can. Alright, and let's hope that the fire station hooks back up, because I don't have to pay for another one of those. Let's see if we can now make off and on ramps. Okay, and it appears that we can. Okay, that isn't the best on-ramp I've ever built, but sometimes you have to make undignified structures. Come on, connect. Come on, don't play this game with me. What are you doing, game? Don't play this game with me. Come on. Ugh, I hate it when it does this. It gets all fidgety with me. Come on, alright, fine, I will just build this out a little bit more then. If you're gonna make me, game, if you're gonna make me. If you're gonna make me. I'm getting kind of concerned about why it's being so mean to me. Okay, let's turn it on this mode and see if we can. See, look, it says we can do it there. That game just being mean and ridiculous. Okay, let's see how that works. That's probably going to turn into a disaster, I realized. Okay, and now we can hook that up there. And then the other way, can we sort of connect this to somewhere right here? Ooh, man, I think this fire station is going to get in the way. No, it's not. Wow, that's surprising. It's the first time a fire station hasn't gotten in my way before. Alright, let's see how this works. So this hopefully will allow some people to go straight, and it will reduce some of the traffic for people who are trying to go this way. Either that or it's going to fail epically. Oh, stuff's happening here now, too. Alright, alright. People going places. People are indeed going places. It's somewhat what they do in this game. Okay. I think that is just going to be able to clear itself up over time. Are we actually saving route time by building that? I hope people still aren't taking... Yeah, people are still getting off the interchange to take the straight route. That is very annoying, I will say. Actually, let's do this and try to reroute anyone who's already here and see if we can make them to take a more efficient route. Come on, take the more efficient route. Darn it, they're still not taking the more efficient route. That is very annoying. Well... Wow. I can't believe that. I legit can't believe that. That is... I mean, in what game would they ever do that? Okay, let's see if we upgrade the speed of the road, if they'll take this route. Okay. Oh, you can actually limit the roads to which type of vehicles you want to drive on. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so apparently it's at 50, but if we up this to like 140, I hope that they'll actually drive like incredibly fast and decide to take this route instead. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, because they can drive faster. So it's calculated based off of the speed. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, some are still not taking it. That is really bizarre. Okay, some are, some aren't. All right, come on. No, you stay on that right path. Yeah, you don't do that. All right, see, there's some are taking it now, and that's what I wanted. Okay, I like that. I like how that works. That's good. I still don't understand what exactly is slowing this down. I think it's the efficiency of these intersections is really poor. It looks like everyone's driving in a giant circle for some reason. That's strange. That's very strange. Very, very strange indeed. Alright, though. That looks like all the time we're going to have for this episode, guys. We built this small little area. We talked about some of the functions of our city and designed a much different off-ramp. Next episode, I think we're going to get through trying to build even more areas. We became a little bit of a larger city this episode, which was fantastic. I think we're going to expand out and do something a little bit different down here. I'm probably also going to build a freeway connection out here to try and reduce some of this traffic that's attempting to go through the city, and maybe just completely revamping this area and producing a freeway system which is much, much faster than the one that we already have. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.